Niners fucking dominated today. What's your thoughts on Purdy, Jed?
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
He's fucking good. He's
Here
good,
come
bro.
the Saints for their opening
He's
drive.
good.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week.
They don't even have Deebo Samuel right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last
Really?
week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Keeps himself upright.
Oh, fuck. Gizmo.
Downfield, so
Get your fucking dumbass down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not
Gizmo.
before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Is it the fourth quarter in that game yet, Jed?
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Williams.
Uh-oh, he's gone.
And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Gizmo, knock it off.
Touchdown of the year, number 9 overall. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
You guys playing right now?
Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive.
Gizmo, get away from him.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out, it's the 3rd-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And 2nd down. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw
Gizmo.
to Dotson. And he's caught out at the 40.
Get your ass down. Down.
The short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Herbert back to the air.
That wasn't the fucking play I called.
Gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's called the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They snap it to Herbert.
It's not the fucking play that I called.
Intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert's throw taken in by Watkins here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To the air again, Herbert. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a dump off here complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Patterson will try it up the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. On 4th down, Herbert. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's an incompletion, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got the hookup downfield to Boykin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, They believe they're in field goal range.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And one more time. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Hurts to throw. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3 is not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Justin Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. But first down, Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Patterson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert right side to Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Herbert back to the air. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jahan Dotson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Hurts sets up to throw it. Drop this down to Williams. And they're able to
Take a bath.
this across midfield to the 48. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down following us.
What's up, Papa? What do you want?
Now, yes, a 2-possession game,
over there?
but a good chunk of time on the clock.
What is it over there?
The ability still there to run it on 2nd, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's going to be on target and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
25 yards that time. Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now it's Herbert. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Captain was batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think if you try that?
Well, knowing them and knowing what See, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to Dotson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to roll that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Get lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert off the play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off
Here's Mo.
Going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
Hey, no.